6:23 a.m. We are ready to start. The temperature here is just below 30 degrees. We're going to go this way to North Glacier Pass. The rain stopped at dinner time yesterday, and there's barely any wind now. Stars came out. The moon is still there right now. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day. Hopefully everything will work out really well for us. This small pond of water is frozen last night. There's frost everywhere. The grass may die from the cold. That pond of water is also frozen, partially, I guess. We are approaching North Glacier. The shadow is there. We'll get up there. The middle fork of San Joaquin River originates in this area from the snow melt at the glacier. It snowed quite a bit in the past couple of days, and as the temperatures dropped to the 20s at night in the last couple of days, the fresh snow is frozen, so we have to be a little bit careful not to slip. As we get higher to the glacier, then we'll most likely put on either our micro spikes or crampons, which we brought. It's 8:15 on Monday, September the 4th, 2023, and even at this time in the summer, this area got probably 1 to 2 feet of snow in the past 2 to 3 days. We got up here. We are probably about almost halfway up this North Glacier, but the terrain got steeper. We just put on our crampons. We're going to go straight up there and take a look to see what looks ahead of us. We got to the top of North Glacier and crossed this shallow bowl. As we were crossing, there's some rock falls on that side, on the north side, and then this is the Inyo and Seki dividing line. Down here towards the west, Lake Catherine. Just about like 100 yards from here. We're going to turn left going south to find our way to the summit of Banner. We're going down to Lake Catherine. As you can see, there's still fresh snow here to get some water, and then we'll climb up there to get to the west side of Banner to do it to summit Banner. Lake Catherine is still probably a little under 20% of it is still frozen. We crossed this snowfield at the narrowest point over here. We're going to climb up this ridge. It's probably class 2, maybe at certain points class 3 rock climbing. We'll see. We climbed up that ridge, crossed this boulder field. It's quite steep, and now we're in another glacier in the bowl. This is the bowl between Banner and Ritter. Banner's on the left, Ritter's on the right. We're going to go straight up here. Actually, this glacier, this terrain here is not very steep. Our micro spike should be able to handle it. Also, we have our ice axis. In case we slip, we can self-rest. We'll go as far as we can and see if we need to put on our crampons. We may not need to, but we'll see. That's Lake Catherine down there. We are about halfway up the glacier, even though we did not come up from the bottom. We across the steep slope here. So this is another look at the glacier between the north-facing glacier between Ritter on the right and Banner on the left. We should have another maybe a third of the mile to go to get to the saddle. I'm really happy that the fresh snow from the snowstorm a couple of days ago filled up most of the sun cups in the glacier. Otherwise, it would be a torture to go up and down this field. And the fresh snow is quite firm because the temperatures dropped to below freezing point. So we're lucky to have this kind of snow conditions. I finally arrived at the top of the glacier, and I'm standing in the saddle between Ritter on the left. Again, that's Lake Catherine. We're going to scramble up here the steep slope to get to Banner Peak. Looking towards the east, wow, look at these half a dozen lakes. They're beautiful. Split Mountain, Cardinal, Williamson, Tyndall, Birch, Russell, Mount Muir, Mount Whitney are further south. Another look at the southwest side. Ritter's over there. Here's Jose. Just got up to the top of the glacier, and Lake Catherine's down there. The tallest peak in the background, I think, is Mount Lyell. That's the tallest peak in the Yosemite National Park. Look at the ice wall right at the top of the snowfield, leading up to Mount Ritter. Without snow, we may be able to scramble up there, maybe class 3, class 4. But with the snow, with the ice wall there, there's no way we can do it. Some people may be able to do it. Maybe ice climbers, but not me. Not my friends Brian and Jose. There are two guys who had just summited Banner Peak, and they're on their way down. That one and that one, the one in the red. They were probably about half an hour ahead of us. That's what I was thinking. I think I'll go up on the left side here. As we get closer to the summit of Banner, the bouldering is becoming more technical, and also with the slippery and at times icy snow, we got to be careful. Yeah, it's that spot that scares me a little bit.
Yeah. It looks bad. It looks very slow.
But coming down is going to be harder. Our center of gravity is going to pull us down.
Coming down, we're going to work.
Can you get around that boulder? I saw Brian struggle a little bit there. Yeah, I'm content with just waiting for you to down here.
Yeah, this is a sketchy part.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Uh-huh.
There's good footprint.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Get my eyes off.
Okay, keep going. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned. That's what I'm concerned about. There are no good handholds there.
Super good. Good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, it's loose.
All right. You keep going. I will wait for you to down here. Yeah, I'll wait for you to down here.
You can do it.
Yeah, just to be safe. It feels like the rod.
You can do it.
Yeah, I may be able to do it, but
I am very slow.
yeah, I know, but it's a little bit too risky. I may be able to do it, but I don't want to take that much of a risk. We're just about maybe 150 yards, 200 yards to the summit of Banner. Yeah, just to be safe, I think I will wait down here.
Check my map.
After much deliberation, Jose also decided not to keep going up to summit Banner. He is done climbing the sketchy section where I didn't even try to do earlier.
I prefer to go very slow down.
Yeah, be slow. Make sure. Yeah,
Going down.
yeah. Make sure that every first step you take is
With the snow.
safe. Yeah.
What? To pass this? I don't understand. Oh.
Okay, now you're safe.
Wow, this part is not that fun either.
Here comes Brian. He summited and he is going to down climb the sketchy section.
probably go through that way.
Yeah, but there's a very thin layer of fresh snow and ice. As soon as I step on it, it's going to just break. It's not safe for me. And also, there's no good handholds. Now you're safe, Brian.
Huh?
Now you're safe. Okay, Banner Peak. I've got to say goodbye to you. I tried, but I wanted to be safe. At least I know what you look like close up. And yeah, I'm just about 150 to 200 yards from you. But it's okay. I have no regret. I saw on the way up that the snowfield on the left side is steeper. That's why I opted to cross and the rock field more to the saddle and to come up this way. But it's okay. They have enough experience to handle that. There are huge brush ones right at the bottom of the rock walls, all the way down there. So you don't want to get close to that area. I'm walking down this glacier. The top couple of inches are fresh snow, kind of soft, and further down is firm ice, I think. So going down this way, that's really easy. It's a piece of cake. I like walking on this kind of conditions on the snow. We came down there from the ridge to the snow or the glacier. That section is quite steep with some small rocks. If one slips, it's kind of dangerous. But the two guys who were on their way down when we saw them, they see this is their boot tracks. They followed our tracks to get to the ridge. But we are going to keep going down. We should be able to get down to where the shade is and then turn right to get to that small plateau on the ridge. I think the terrain over there is less steep, maybe safer. We'll find out. We're going to cross the top section of the snowfield and then take that ledge to get to the ridge. We came up from the other side to the ridge. Going down here, there's one section maybe about 10 to 20 yards. That's steeper. I think the snow may be icy as well. So we'll avoid this area. We'll just cross the top. After much discussion of different routes, we finally decided to cross the top of the snowfield and follow the ledge to get to the ridge. And then there are some cairns up there. We'll just follow the cairns to come down this way, or as I did, went over there and come down this way. From here on, it's going to be fairly easy. We'll just get down here to get to the bottom of this snowfield. This morning we crossed here, but now we're going to get to the bottom and then cross the Talus field and then climb up a little bit to above the waterfalls and traverse the section to get back to the saddle over there. Just for people who want to do it in the future, when there's no snow, when you get to the North Glacier Pass, you can just traverse this big boulder field, slope to get to the top there, and drop a little bit to the bottom of that snow field, and then climb up that ridge. There are cairns there, and then just follow one of the ledges to get to the other ridge. From there, it's a short distance for you to get down to that bowl, and then you can just take that bowl all the way up to the saddle between Banner and Ritter. Jose is shoe sliding down the North Glacier. There's a layer of soft snow, so it's not very slippery now, and the terrain's not that steep either. This is Thousand Island Lake from the northwest side of the lake, where the lake's inlet is. Look at here, that's the middle fork of San Joaquin River, which originates a little bit above here from the North Glacier. The water feeds into the lake. We camped about halfway on the left side of the lake last night. We'll camp there again tonight, and then hike out tomorrow. We went up there today. Well, almost. I got to about 150 yards below the summit. I decided to stop there, and after hiking for 11 hours and 8.15 miles, we're back to camp. This is my home for tonight. Sunset at Thousand Island Lake. That's Banner Peak there. We went up there today. Banner Peak in the center, Ritter on the left, North Glacier and the pass on the right. On the far right there, I believe, yeah, there are a few bumps there. I'm not quite sure if they're named. They all appear beautiful in the alpine glow.